I'm Tony McAvey, and welcome to my podcast, Let's Talk About It. Hello. How's everybody doing out there this evening? I hope all is well in your life with you and with your family. I come to just talk to you fellas tonight because it's something we must do or stop doing, should I say. It is now time for men, to stop playing with the emotions and feelings of our women, especially our African American women. Listen, a woman love for real, fellas. She love for real. She love hard. Her love is deep, and I'm explaining to you why I'm saying this, but her love is deep. She desire love. She desire to be loved, and her love is spiritual. We have to understand as men that the desire for a woman to feel love from her man goes deeper than what we think or what we thought. It is spiritual, literally. Okay? When God told man in Ephesians chapter 5, and I believe verse 25, when God told man to love his wife like Christ loved the church, automatically, without any doing from her, the desire to be loved from her man was embedded deep into that woman's DNA. It was literally woven into the fabric of her being when God told man to love his woman. So automatically, the woman have a desire to be loved by her man. She can't control it. She probably don't understand it, but this is the reason why. It's spiritual, which means it touches deep to the soul of our being. Okay? So we have to stop playing with the feelings and emotions of our women, because when she loved for real. She desired to be loved from her man. In the United States, the divorce rate in the African American community is the highest out of all races, according to the ASA. I only speak from facts. You know you can find any divorce because it's public knowledge. Anything that has to run through the courts becomes public knowledge. So when you have corporations that collect data, they can translate the information back to us. And the ASA said that in the African American household community, the divorce rate is the highest among every race. That's staggering. But here's another fact. 70% of all divorces are initiated by the woman. Here's another fact. If she's a college educated woman, the number goes up to 90% are initiated by the woman. That's high. So the women want to be loved, desire to be loved, want to be married. Then once they get it, look at what's happening. They are ending the marriages. Wonder why? So I had to look deeper. And I wanted to know, what is the number one leading cause for divorce? Do you not know what it was? Let me tell you. The number one leading cause for divorce in America in the African American community was this: lack of love. Wow, it was the lack of love. A woman needs to be loved by her man. She can't control it. Like I said, it's out of her control. God placed it inside her DNA, wove it together, wove it into the fabric of her being. So this woman desired to be loved from her man. She needs it just like her body needs water. She needs to feel love from her man. So fellas, we have to stop playing with her emotions and with her feelings. A lot of women have went through numerous relationships, and a lot of women have experienced bad relationships, and you will have psychologists that will say, and a lot of clergymen will even say, that she's going through and dealing with all of these different types of men because she's looking for the love of her father. I beg to differ. I don't believe that. She's not looking for the love from her father because she don't love her father the same way she love a man that she's in relationship with. We're talking two dynamics of love, two different types of love. So that woman is not dealing with these relationships and because she's seeking for the love from her father and trying to find it in these men. No, she is looking for love, period. That's it. She's in search for love. She's looking for someone to love her. And it's out of her control because God placed it inside her being, deep in her soul. She desired to be loved from her man. So fellas, it's time for us to step it up. And I had to take a look at myself as well. You know, I had to take a look at myself. And a while back on this same issue. All right. And I had to make some changes in my life. Because when you know better, you do better. And that's what I'm trying to convey to you, my brothers. Because I want you to know better so you can do better. You know how we'll sit around and talk with each other and we'll say things like, "Hey man, don't tell that woman you love her. Whatever you do, don't tell that woman you love her." See, you say that and it's real that way, but you don't even know why you've been saying it. You've experienced the next level a woman go to her the way her feelings just fly to soar to new heights when you tell her you love her, right? She changes, not in a bad way, in a good way, you know, but you see it, right? Because that's all she's looking for. That's why you have been saying, men, for a long time, don't tell a woman that you love her. Because you didn't understand that the love from a man to the love that a woman desire to have from a man is spiritual. It goes deeper than what we ever thought. So I'm not going to play with her emotions and I'm not going to play with her feelings in that area because she's too delicate. She's too vulnerable in that area. So ladies, you have to safeguard your heart, okay? And you can't fall for every man that say he love you. That has been the problem with many ladies before. They fall for a man just because he says he love you, but he really don't. He said it just to get something out of you. He said it so he can have sex with you. Or he said it so he can get something out of you, money from you. He said it so he can get some type of advancement in his life, obviously, that he see you holds. But true love for you, he did not have. But you fell for it because you heard those words. And that's what your soul desired. Okay? You understanding what I'm saying, ladies? That's what your soul desired. So when a man said it does something to you inwardly, think about it. Just think about it. You have to take my word for it. But just you think about it. The proof is in the pudding. When a man say, I love you, or I am in love with you, look what it does to you inwardly. It touches you inwardly. Because it is a spiritual moment that we have not realized. Because God told man to love that woman. So that woman desired to be loved by her man. And so I say, fellas, as I close this podcast, now that you know better, I need you to do better. No more playing with her feelings and her emotions. The last thing I want to say, show her how much you love her. It is imperative. She needs it just like her body needs water to live. She needs to feel and know how much you love her. So start today, fellas. When was the last time you grabbed hold to her, looked her deep in her eyes, and said, sweetheart, I love you. I'm so in love with you. It changes her life. It touches her soul. You got to do it. Every day, show her how much you love her. Because she needed. It's a spiritual moment that can't be broken. Till next time, let's talk about it.